Hello everybody, and welcome back to SkyFactory 3. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing pretty good. I haven't seen yet. My last episode hasn't gone out yet, where we built that thing. Yeah, it hasn't gone out yet. So I'm kind of doing a bit back to back. That's okay, right? There's just too much I wanted to do, and I didn't have the time to properly finish this or anything like that, and yeah, I'm still waiting on feedback from you guys as to, how we could automate this thing going back and forth. Hopefully you guys have some good ideas. I do have some ideas for the bridge. I'm just waiting on that, because if I have to build some complicated redstone loading machine, then I might have to adapt my bridge design. Other than that, I learned that just because they're transparent conduit facades doesn't mean they're spawn-proof. Because I had a spider spawn on here as well, so I put some torches there temporarily until I can get an aversion obelisk in place. Oi! But that's not what today's focus is about. Today's focus will be about storage, both for the mob farm and for myself, because I am out of room. These modular storage, they're not cutting it, and they're just not cutting it. Now there is refined storage, but where's the fun in that? I added applied energistics for a reason. I wanted to use it. The only problem is getting into applied energistics. You need Certus quartz, and you need charged Certus quartz, because for the inscribers to make the hard drives, the memory disks, whatever, you need Fluix, which requires charged crystals. And it's like, well, darn. I had no luck getting charged crystals from my orchid. I'm not even sure if it's possible. The only other way that JEI knew about was the environmental tech void ore miner. And okay, fine, we could do that. Or we could go the incredibly overly complicated way and solve all of our issues in one go. The other issue was that Skystone used in making the controller... Where's the controller? Seriously, where's the controller? Why am I blind? There it is. Yeah, you need Skystone blocks. And for any of you who know anything about applied energistics, they run on channels. And at best, you can have a dense cable, which I'm pretty sure is 32 channels. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 32 channels per side of a controller. So, a single block controller, well, you can have cables on each side, up to 32. So, I mean, that's quite a bit, but everything connected to a system takes a channel. So you run out really fast. That, and I think there is something that you need multiple controllers to support. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of weirdness and math involved. Suffice to say, they're required if you want more than just a small little system. And of course, we're not going to go small. So I want big, which means I need Skystone. But the problem is that Skystone is not attainable in SkyFactory 3, which seems a little weird because, you'd think Skystone would be available in the sky, but it's not. In the other map that I played on to kind of test adding applied energistics mod in the first place, and just teaching myself a little bit about some of the mods in the pack that I've never played with, such as chickens and draconic evolution, which believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever played with Draconic Evolution. It's been in packs before that I've played. I've just never touched it. And yeah, now I've played with it. Oh, and Mystical Agriculture, and although I played with Magical Crops, and it's pretty much the same thing. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. So basically, Skystone was unattainable. I searched and I searched and I searched, and there was no meteorites, and there's no crafting recipe, and there was just absolutely no way to get it. In that world, because it wasn't an actual, real playing world, I just creative moded it in. Because unlike Certus Quartz and Charged Certus Quartz, which you could get from a Void Ore Miner, Skystone you couldn't get from anything. The Quantum Quarry, the Void Resource Miner, nothing. Nothing gave Skystone. So I spent the better part of today mucking about in the config files, and I actually managed to add Skystone, Certus Quartz, and Charged Certus Quartz to the sieve. Now, they each have a 50% chance of dropping, they require a diamond stiffened mesh, and they sieve triple compressed cobblestone. Now, I did that to make it pricey for starters, but also just because it kind of makes sense. You're getting a darker and darker stone, and, you get Skystone out of it. So, yeah, it's got a little price to it. It's not going to be something I can just I could sieve dirt and get it. Nah. I figured compressed cobblestone, it makes sense from a roleplay perspective in that you would get blocks from compressed cobblestone because, maybe bits and pieces of the compression are coming out when you sieve it. And from a cost perspective, because, this isn't exactly early game stuff. And neither is triple compressed cobblestone. I mean, it's only 729 blocks. It should be easy enough to make. I could change it to quadruple. Yes, I've made a new number. It's quadruple. Quadruple or quintuple is what I meant to say, but instead I combined them into quadruple. So first off, we're going to have to get triple compressed cobblestone, which really shouldn't be too much of an issue if we use the compacting drawers. So we'll see if I have any of the resources. Well, I have a drawer, and I have some iron. Let's see if the other one has what I need. It has the pistons, but not the stone. Alright, well, we got stone right there, so we should be able to do that. There we go. It's so perfect. And then we just need an item conduit. And we should be able to get a triple compressed cobblestone fairly easily. I wonder if you can actually automate that. Oh, I have noticed something with Ender.io. It starts on never active for some reason. It's weird. There we go. It's starting. That's only going to go up to double compressed, of course, but once we get some double compressed... Actually, you know what? I should just... Let's not try and make this too many steps. What do I need again? Okay, a drawer and stone now. So the stone I threw in this one... And there's some wood. So let's craft up a drawer real quick. And I could have just crafted the chest out of the logs, but I never think of that because it's... Well, I guess it's just never on the forefront of my mind. Craft us another compacting drawer. And then we will also need... where are the item... There's the item conduits. And we're going to need 2 of those. We can just drop all that off. And we're going to need a filter. Because we don't want it to grab everything. We just want it to grab the double compressed. Or sugarcane. Where's my sugarcane? There's my sugarcane. Alright. I really need to, like, set up a sugarcane farm, because I'm running out! Okay, seriously, what? This is why I need... This is why I need better storage. I can't stand this. I don't like... Not one bit. There we go. I mean, for a cheap early game option, it's perfect. Later game, not so much. And actually, I could probably get away with just one. Yet a wrench. Disconnect you. Thanks to the power of Ender IO, we can do an in-out, extract. Do we have... Yes, we do have a double compressed already made. So extract only double compressed, always active, and do it on brown, and then you insert brown. Ta-da! And yes, this will compress up to quadruple, but we only need triple. And look at that, we did it with one less item conduit than I thought we would need. And that's cool. So, while we're waiting on that, what can we build? I don't know if we can do anything, because everything requires charged Certus quartz. And I must say, actually, as a little bit of an aside, hooray to dynamic mods that read files to gather information rather than being hard-coded that way. I know this might seem like a no-brainer to some of you out there, but I've seen some code that is just like, this is what I'm gonna do, and it doesn't matter what you do to change it, because this is how it is. Rah. Like, all I had to do was add in a new section to, you know, I specified the level of mesh, I specified the block I wanted to sieve, and I specified what I wanted it to drop. And JEI went and added the whole sieve thing, and added all the recipes, all of this stuff. And it's just, that's awesome. If any of you out there are playing SkyFactory 3 with Applied Energistics like I am, and you want that modification to the config, let me know, and I will share it. Because it certainly comes in handy, being able to get those resources. So I'm pretty happy with myself here. I got it to work. As you can see, I'm got myself some triple compressed cobblestone, and you just stick it in the diamond mesh, and ta-da! We get skystone Certus quartz and charged Certus quartz. I may have been a little over the top with making them 50% chance, but I mean, in normal cases, they're a part of World Gen, so it's not like they're exactly rare. I mean, Skystone you get in boatloads, meteorite loads. So, big deal. It's a 50% chance from a triple compressed cobblestone. I don't know. I mean, if you guys think it's too much, too little, feel free to adjust it yourself. Like I said, I mean, I can share the ad hoc code that I made. I'm actually going to do more than that. And then what is it? Just regular quartz? So it's charged quartz, charged Certus quartz, redstone, and regular quartz in water. Well, fortunately, we've got a nice big pool of water. So we'll just toss those in. I don't think they fell close enough together. That's okay. Zappy zappy. There they go. There we go. So 16 Fluix crystals. Perfect. With this, we can get started on actually getting into applied energistics. And I already got all of the essence set up to make a Fluix seed. Unfortunately, that's like all my essence. I've got 2 orange, a blue, and 3 dark green left. And I really need to get around to farming more. Because it ain't cutting it anymore. Just like this storage ain't cutting it anymore. So... Oops, get off my screen. The next step will be setting up inscribers. I mean, obviously I'm going to need more Fluix, and I don't necessarily want to have to wait. Actually, you know what? We don't have to wait. Look at all this fertilizer essence I've got. We can just sit here and go la 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 la. Oh, hey. Where'd you put it? There it is. It's mine. You can't have it. Farmer's trying to steal it from me. And see, this is one of the things that I find interesting, is that Mystical Agriculture, I didn't have to configure anything to make it detect and add in Fluix and stuff like that. It just did that on its own. Like, as soon as I added applied energistics, my brain just went, you know, the Certus Quartz and the Fluix Essence, and their appropriate seeds, of course, got added. And it's like, well, jeepers. Why couldn't the sieving have done that? But that's okay. So we've got ourselves a whole bunch of Fluix. I may as well grind it down and turn it into pure Fluix. Actually, wait. Let's save. Let's actually grab all of that. Growth accelerators. Yes, it needs blocks of Fluix. And I'm gonna need 5 accelerators, is how you build it. So there we go. Oh, and we're gonna need some Fluix cables. Japers! I mean, it's not like I'm never gonna have any Fluix anymore. It's just, you know, we kind of want to get this accelerator online. Oh, which means we'll also need an energy acceptor. One thing at a time, though. Let's make this. Oh, I just put that away. There we go. It only gets us 3 pieces. Which is not gonna be enough, I don't think. If we craft all of it, we get 12 cables. Actually, that's gonna be enough. Look at that! And then it's just iron quartz glass. Oh, quartz glass. Well, I've got plenty of regular quartz. Will the seg mill? Yes, it will. Okay. You just never know. It could turn it into something else. So we'll do that. That thing's going to take its jolly sweet time. Ooh. Ooh. I just thought we're going to need power. And I just had a good idea. First off, I'm going to build a small ad hoc system, which I don't really need a controller for. And those guys are loud, so we're gonna turn them down. But I was thinking we could do it here to store all of the drops. So I'm thinking we can slap the undeath generator on there and have it that it feeds bones and rotten flesh to it from the farm, and it kind of makes the system a little more self-sustaining. So I'm just processing up a couple of these, processors, and came across a bit of a snag. Unfortunately, I only had 2 diamonds to make the engineering processors, and those 2, where is it? There it is, have to get eaten up by this guy. And it's like, really? I don't even get to make drives with them? That's just ridiculous. Or, oh no, sorry, I make a drive with them. I don't get to make processors with them. That kinda sucks. So that means that we're limited to 4K storage drives, because as soon as you hit 16, you need engineering. 64K, you need engineering. I don't have any more diamonds. I don't. I'm out. That's it. But, oh well. What we can do, I guess, for right now is make as many 4Ks as we can and try and fill the drive with 4Ks. Because right now we're just doing the mob farm just to kind of ramp it up and get it fully operational. I can put up with the shenanigans that is this storage system for now, if I have to. Looks like we have enough for another 2 more 4Ks. And the only thing limiting us is the quartz glass. That's alright. I can craft more of that. A couple more 4Ks. There we go. Oh, right. They don't stack. Ah. Well, I have a chest. Let's get rid of these. Oh, and by the way, the patterns, because as you know from Applied Energistics, you need to get the patterns from the meteorites. Well, obviously there are no meteorites, otherwise I wouldn't have had to change the files just to make Skystone available. But you can craft them. You know, with their specific counterpart. So engineering takes a diamond, and then it takes Certus Quartz essence, and gold, and silicon, and pure Certus Quartz. So, that's pretty cool. My inventory is the epitome of chaos. That's okay. Oh, I'm out of redstone. Redstone. There we go. There we are. Alright. So, now what we can do is head on over here and like right there, can we? No. I appreciate your expedience in grabbing stuff. There we go. I knew I could place it facing up. Let's stick the drives in there. So that's 6. I mean, that's 32K of storage. That's not bad, is it? Not bad. Alrighty. We're going to need power. We're going to need a monitor. We're going to need an importer. Yeah. Let's hope none of those take diamonds, because if they do, we're screwed. Okay. I don't really want to steal that energy acceptor. Can I craft another one? Oh yeah, that's nice and cheap. Craft ourselves one of those. I probably should craft one of these. What am I missing? Fluix dust and pure Certus, or just regular Certus. That's charged. I don't want to use that. Do I have any more essence? I do not. anything anywhere? Dang it! Alright, fine, we'll use some charged. Not like it's the end of the world. What else did I need? Fluix dust. Which means we need to grind down 4 of these guys. You can't grind down pure Fluix? Well, that's a problem. How's my Fluix crystals doing? Oh, I've got Fluix crystals. Problemo solved. Who's got a problem? I don't got a problem. You got a problem. All right. That. All right. Now, if we head on over here. Break that block. Stick that there. Stick that there. Look at that. It's like I planned it. And I didn't. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and... I might actually have to move that out 1 block for an exporter for, like, the bones or something like that. We'll see. So, we will need an importer, an exporter, probably a couple more cables. So let's do that. Actually, you know what? Let's make a little bit more. Because I'm going to need to consume them to make the importer and exporter. We also need a screen. Terminal. There we go. Logic processor. Thank you very much for not being too annoying. All right. Apparently, we're going to need more Fluix dust. That's okay. Look at that. We got 2 pieces right there. Grab some quartzy cuts. You know what? Let's grab more. I have a sinking suspicion I'm going to need more. All right. And you require Certus. Dang it. Oh, my charged Certus is getting used up. That's okay. It's not like it's hard to get. All right, 1 of those and 1 of those, which is missing glowstone. A logical component. Not the chest, the crafting table. Craft that up. Do that. There we go. We got ourselves a screen. All right. Now, can I remember what the import and export buses look like? No, I cannot. Aha! Export bus. Just missing a piece of iron. No! Bad screen. Stick with me. I'm cool. Go. And that's an export bus. And then we need an import bus, which requires 2 more iron and a sticky piston. A sticky piston. Don't have any slimes. We're gonna need to grab 5 of that. So we can do that. Kind of clear out the inventory a little bit. I don't usually run with this packed of an inventory, but what can I say? I'm in a little bit of an off state here. All right, so that's our screen, our import, our export. We've got storage. I think we're good to get this thing going. So for starters, oh, my magnet isn't on. Okay, let's put my magnet on. Because we're gonna have to move this guy. Come on. Break. Thank you. And you know what? I really should have grabbed some blocks, because that's gonna drive me nuts if I just try and hold my height. So let's just do something like that. There we go. Now I can stand here. So now we want... there's the import bus. An import bus to there. And it doesn't have any power yet. I know that's an itty-bitty bit of power, but... we will get you more bones. Don't you worry your pretty head. Here, have more bones. Don't forget to say thank you. Are you importing? You are importing incredibly slowly. Oh, that picked up. Okay, temporary measure. We're going to do that and that. So I can watch it. And make sure it's actually importing properly. And, you know, stick all this random crap in there that I picked up thanks to my magnet. Speed upgrades. Acceleration cards. Capacity cards. Fuzzy card inventory. Acceleration card. Fluix and one of those, which requires and diamonds. Can't do it. Sorry. Gonna have to deal with the speed you are. So apparently I was mistaken on the math. I guess I'm used to refined storage where, you know, I'm gonna stop that portal right now. I'm used to refined storage where when it says 64K, it holds 64,000 items. Here, 4K, I'm using 1656. Okay. Well, I've got more than that in rotten flesh. And bones and arrows. Like, there's more than 1,656 items in this system. And yet, that's all it's taking. So, that's good. It's good. I like it. So, obviously, yeah, I got rid of the barrel. I put the screen there. It's all now stored in here. I can get rid of these guys. And empty them into the system, too. So that was... yeah, that only upped it by, 200 some. Meanwhile, that was like a full drawer. So that was like... 1642, 2048... Okay, so what's it at? 1854. 2070. So again, another 200 some for a full inventory of stuff. That's definitely not a 1-to-1. That is really good. I really like that. But there we go. Check it out. We got into Applied Energistics. And we got ourselves a super duper upgraded mob farm of doom! Doom! I say doom! So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Did you? Did you enjoy it? If you did, leave the video a like. Give me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Tips, tricks, ideas, suggestions, highs. You just want to say hi? Maybe you want to say bye. I don't know. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, hi! Hopefully you're having yourself a great day. Hopefully this video has made your day a bit brighter. So, likes, comments, do it. And, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that I can see you and you can see me in the next episode. Bye-bye!